What's up? Hi. Hello. How's everybody doing? I am a little late. No, I'm not. I did update the title thingy, but it might not have refreshed. It was last time, yes. Hi, Bookworm. Yeah, so I'm running a little late because the OBS won't show me my two webcams at the same time. So I can go back and forth, and one can be over on that screen, and the other one can be on the other screen. But they won't be on the same screen together. So I tried to figure out what the problem was, and I can't get it to work, so. And why are you on autofocus? You shouldn't be on autofocus. Okay, gee whiz. How are you guys doing? I have been experimenting with the kitchen layout a little bit. I bought this not fancy, it was cheap, really cheap, kitchen island, so that I can face the camera 100% of the time. And I have my stove over here and the sink behind me, and yeah. So in a perfect world, over here, there will be a little miniature version of the stove camera. That's what I want to happen. Hopefully I'll figure out what the problem is, but I forgot to lock my wheels. This little kitchen cart is on wheels, so hopefully it stays all in the same spot. Likes the colors, thanks! So I am actually not finished painting yet, but I am taking a break for the rest of the week. I'm not going to be painting anything else until my next day off, which presumably will be on Monday, maybe Sunday, but depending on what all we're going to do this weekend, I'm not going to touch it until next week. I have three doors and 2 drawers left to paint, and then the cabinets will be done. I'd also really like to paint the cabinets like a charcoal color to match the hardware I got for the cabinets, but that will also be for another time. And then I also have to redo the floor. Eventually it will look really nice in here, but I really like it, what I've been able to do to it so far. But yeah, when it's just me, MVP's not really, I don't want to say not really handy, but this stuff isn't really what she wants to be doing with her spare time, so. And I like it, so I do it. But yeah, I spent, so we went away. We went to the beach on Saturday, spent the night at a little oceanside hotel. Basically did nothing but hung out Saturday night in the hotel room, and we played a game, we ate food. There weren't any restaurants that we could go to, but we had a good time. And then on Sunday we just kind of spent a while driving back. We were in Maine, so we took the scenic route, stopped in Portsmouth, and had some good food before we came home. And then when I came home, I built this cart and I painted some more of the cabinets and hung things up and put things away, and I am so sore just from the amount of stuff that I did yesterday. So I'm very much looking forward to not doing any more home improvement until next week. Yes, Maine is very pretty, Zeus. We were on the beach and with the sunset and the sunrise, and it was just amazing. I wanted to, so I was going to go Sunday morning, like first thing, and just get a donut for myself, because MVP is still doing Weight Watchers. But when I went to the store to buy food Saturday night, I bought us a cantaloupe to share for breakfast. So I cut the cantaloupe in half, I scooped the seeds out, and then I put berries in where the seeds usually are, and we had that for breakfast. But I really did want to go, but I didn't do it. I don't like making her feel like she's missing out on stuff, so I just kind of decided not to. I did buy this really cute cup yesterday, though. It's got a flower fairy on it. We went to Portsmouth, like I said, on the way home, and the museum there, Strawberry Bank, has a bunch of historical shops that it's connected to, and this was at an old-fashioned soda fountain called Fezziwigs. They have tea and coffee and stuff, so I got it. I feel like it kind of matches my kitchen, but hello ducks. How are you? So yeah, what we were supposed to do today is make a pumpkin mousse. Basically like a pumpkin pie, but just the filling part. And I got pumpkin. Ducks can never watch any of your streams. That's okay, ducks. It's the thought that counts. I'm actually working 2 days this week until 6, which is very unusual. And I don't know if that's going to become a thing. But if it is, I might still stream on Tuesdays, but later. And I know that you probably stream too, but I might give it a try. I'm also trying to come up with a couple other things to stream. Oh, there's a bowl falling over in the... Is there anything on here? Okay. Yeah, so I didn't have any pumpkin. I got some, and then I left it at work, because I'm a dope. So we're gonna make soup instead, because by the time I didn't realize I had any pumpkin, it was like 3 o'clock almost, and I didn't feel like I had time to go and then come back and fix everything up. Good, I'm glad that you're home and not too busy. So ducks, which kind of squash did you get? And hello, Mama Bean. Welcome. Rusty and I went to the vet today. He got his EKG, and he got to play with the vet for a little bit. They think he's doing pretty good. The EKG didn't seem to show anything serious to worry about right now, but he does have some issues with his heart because of his age. That's pretty much what they're going for at the moment. So I'm not too happy about it, but so long as he doesn't have any swelling in there in the future, he should be fine. But he wants us to come back and do another EKG in about 6 months. And see if there's any change. And if there is, then at that point, he would consider putting him on some medication. Oh, hello. Thank you for the host stuff. I think that's an acorn squash. Does that sound right? Yeah, that's one of my favorites. So on Twitter, I called it SIH Soup, and that's basically what I call it. It's shit I had soup. So that's what we're making. It is my favorite thing to make too. So guys, this afternoon, late this morning, after we got home, I made vegetable broth. And I was gonna make a page on my website to show you how I usually do mine, but I ran out of time. So if you ever wanted to do it yourself, basically what you do is you just keep collecting your scraps and your vegetables that are gonna go bad that you're not able to get to. And you put them in a freezer bag, like one of those gallon-sized bags. And then whenever you're ready to make stock or broth, you just plop the contents of that bag in a big soup pot like this one, and fill it with water. And then cook it for like an hour. And then you've got some really, really tasty broth. And that's pretty much the only thing I use. Like, unless I have containers of vegetable broth, I usually always make mine. Unless I am like on a super huge soup kick and I run out, then I'll buy some. And I know vegetable broth is pretty cheap, but basically the vegetable broth I made was essentially free. Because what you're doing is you're just saving all the little ends of the veggies and like tops of peppers and carrot peels and stuff. And you basically, the stuff you wouldn't eat. And like also stuff that if you bought it and then you're not going to be able to get to eating it, you could also do that with those veggies too. Like peppers that start to get wrinkly and... Yes, ducks. Those are my favorite types of bins. Random squash. Such and such amount per pound. 89 cents, that's pretty good. I usually see them for about 99 cents. If you go to the farm stand, you might be able to find some for 79 cents, but it also depends on where you go. They grow really well up here, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're a little cheaper here. See, like, I'm gonna keep these too. Let me go grab my little bag. And like I said, I always just keep it in the freezer. And the scraps that I used today, I wasn't able to fit all of them in the soup pot. Yes, I'm sure you do. Carrot skins are very good for you. I don't particularly care for them. But if you make broth, you can use them in your broth. Just wash and choppy chop. I know a lot of people will still keep the skins on like sweet potatoes and stuff too, but I just don't really like skins. All right. Hey, buddy. It's just me. It's just me. How about we switch views so you can see all those delicious onion pieces. So these are getting on the big side, so I'm gonna switch to just doing one. So with Weight Watchers, potatoes cost points, but other starchy or wholesome filling veggies like squash and carrots, they don't cost points. So I've been trying to use squash and carrots and even rutabaga in recipes that I would normally use potatoes for. So that's why I'm using so many carrots. That's got a nice carbony smell to it. Hopefully the fire alarm doesn't start going off. It's just, oh my goodness, Rusty! You're so jumpy! Stop! Stop! Oh my gosh. Hey! Hey! It's just me. Go lay down. Go! Hush! Hush your butt. It's just me with a spoon on a soup pot. Oh, dog. Sweet potatoes also cost points, yeah. So sweet potatoes cost a different amount of points than regular potatoes, but I don't know exactly how much it is. Okay, so what we've got so far is a red onion that I diced. I also have a really big clove of garlic, which I also kind of diced. And then a half a teaspoon of oil and 2 carrots. And this is a tomato that I got at the farm stand, not from my garden. I'm all out of garden tomatoes. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. Just some big chunks. See what happens. I'm even gonna do this. And I think it's time. Oh, I didn't do my pepper yet. And I've got my compost bin up over here. Hush your butt. What do you want? Yeah? Now that you've made all kinds of noise. You missed it. No, peppers are not dog friendly. I thought something was wrong because I saw something out of the corner of my eye. It was just the cutting board on the camera. Okay, this looks pretty good so far. So, I am going to add my beans. I've got a can of kidney beans, drained and rinsed. I'm gonna put all my vegetable broth in there. And I'm gonna do a half a cup of lentils because I want it to be stewy, but I don't want it to be, I still want there to be some broth. Actually, I might just do a quarter of a cup. If I can find one, a third it is. Okay. I'm gonna turn up the heat, and then I'm gonna think about what kind of spices I want to use in here. Do I make minestrone or is this minestrone? This I don't think will be very minestrone-y. It has lentils in it. Yes, I almost thought about making a chili mama bean, but I don't have any tomato sauce. And I just kind of feel like chili needs tomato sauce. I have tomato paste, but I didn't think that would work very well. Okay, dishes away. So with soup, I actually have my minestrone recipe over here. Sit back and think about what you've done. So I have a lot of stuff in here that's very similar to minestrone soup. So I was thinking about starting with the seasonings like that. So I usually put bay leaves in there, so I'll go ahead and get some of those. If I can find them. Well, I have one. I know I have a bag full of them. So, with moving things around to make painting the kitchen easier, I also have decided to move things around. I can't find any more. To try to make, like, more room in the kitchen. But I don't have, like, a plan as to where everything should go. So I still need to work on that. Duck says lentil chili is my jam. I love lentil chili too. Yes, Mama Bean, I do the same thing. I make sweet potato and lentil tacos that are really good. Have you ever done that before? With chipotle chili powder? So I also have thyme, salt, pepper, and balsamic. So I'll probably just start with that for now, if I have time. Rosemary, basil, cilantro, oregano. I think that's in one of my jars here. Oh, it'd be very difficult to find. I have dozens and dozens and dozens of spices. And herbs. And they're just gonna all come falling out all over the place. Oh, I found the bay leaves. I'll go ahead and put another one of those in then. Yeah, it's really good. I can post my recipe in my Discord if you want. And also, I don't remember if I have it set up. I don't think I do. If you try !Discord and see if I have a link that comes up. I need to do that if I don't. Oregano. What are you? Italian seasoning. Red pepper. I'm probably out. I don't see any. Alright, well, we got a lot of other options. Oh, you know what? It might be in one of these bags. Mustard powder. Yep, okay. Time. Perfect. So we've got some boiling happening. I'm just gonna turn it down a little because I still have the pot open. Oh well. Yep, there's a lot of stuff that I have to add that I haven't done yet because I keep forgetting. Okay, so my minestrone, I do a teaspoon of thyme, and it makes about 6 servings, so I think I'm just gonna do a half, because this will probably only do 4. Thyme is very good for soup. It just kind of adds like a savory, floral hint to it without being like too flavorful. Alright, what else can I add? What do you guys think? I have basil, chili powder, smoked paprika, coriander. I literally have probably everything. Cumin, garlic powder. I've got 2 containers of dill. I have curry. I could try this stuff. Bragg Organic Sprinkle, 24 herbs and spices. You're allergic to thyme? How does that even happen? So this has rosemary, onion, garlic, thyme, red bell pepper, carrot, tomato, black pepper, basil. Somehow they have olive oil in here. Tarragon, lemon peel, orange peel, apple cider vinegar, celery seed, dill, oregano, savory sage, ginger, coriander, bay leaf, and turmeric. Literally has like everything. Zeus likes dill. It smells really good. Let's give it a shot. It says you could use it on soups. So, maybe we should do 3/4 of a teaspoon. Or maybe, yeah, let's do 3/4 and see. Oh, I still need to do salt and pepper. Yeah, I agree with you, Ducks. I'm not huge when it comes to like using dill in recipes. I like it in pickles. But yeah, I don't know. There was a really good hummus that I had that was lemon dill. I liked that. Okay. So the only other thing I'm gonna do is add some chopped kale. Like, just stir it in. When it's done, just to wilt it. You're innuendo proof. See, I was never like, okay, so growing up, my mom didn't really make a lot of different stuff. So when I started cooking and making my own food, I didn't really know what things tasted like. So I was never like really big into dill. And I don't know what you're supposed to use it for. So I'm intrigued to try it on tofu scramble, but I don't think MVP likes it very much. So if I did that, I would have to make some like just for me in the event that she doesn't want to eat it. Because I do the cooking for both of us. Come on. No! Okay. Elderberries. Okay. And then we're gonna put some dill in my little spice jar. No, not dill. Bay leaves. Bay leaves, bay leaves, bay leaves. Bailey's. Okay. Duck says the worst is when you eat 2 whole pickles and realize how much salt you just ingested. I didn't even know there was such a thing as dill ranch. Is that something they're trying to, like, make happen as a thing? Is dill not in ranch? I feel like ranch is like a blend of all kinds of different stuff. And I have never heard of people putting dill on salmon. So Mama Bean, do you think that maybe that is because it adds like a sour tanginess to it? Because I can imagine that that would be part of it. Like, I imagine that's like for healthy vegan ranch recipes that don't use like yogurt or fatty stuff. The only vegan ranch you've enjoyed is Just Ranch and Follow Your Heart vegan ranch. Did you try the Dea ranch? I'm not huge on like dairy-based dressings to begin with. Honestly, I hate salad dressing. The only time I will have salad dressing is if it's made by the restaurant that I'm eating at. When I eat it at home, I just do oil and vinegar. Salad dressings to me are just like too hodgepodge. Mama Bean says, I think it's mostly because I grew up on an actual dill veggie dip and I associate ranch with certain taste, and dill dressing dip is a certain taste, I think. I've heard really good things about Dea's dressings. You should check it out. I mean, it's not a health food, for sure. But... Okay. Okay. That looks great. You want to try vegan ranch, Zeus? Go for it! Knock yourself out! So you guys, hopefully by next week, instead of you looking up at me like this, I'll have another, what are those things called? Tripod. Yeah, I'm trying to get another tripod. Ugh, sorry. So that, I'm gonna go off screen and blow my nose. I know you can still hear it, but whatever. Did you guys know that MVP is dyeing her hair today? I don't know if she told you what it's gonna look like. I don't want to ruin the surprise. If she hasn't said anything. Okay. But yeah, I also want to get a nice little stool that folds up so I can sit here and not have to be like off to the side way down here, because that's a little awkward too. Do. Yeah, Just Ranch, the Just brand stuff is like very close to tasting like the real thing. Bets for beans. Bets for beans over MVP's hair? Hey, it's not my stuff, it's her stuff. So if you're gonna make a bet, you should probably use gold. She hasn't posted an update yet? Well, it started at 3. It's supposed to take an hour, so she should be done. She told me she was going to the party store afterwards to look at hats. Yeah, so like I was saying, my goal is so that for next time, you're looking at me like this straight on, and then this camera with the cutting board is above. The soup, I think, will be fine, but I actually have to, like, get it positioned to where it actually looks good. Yeah. You guys, I wasn't joking the other day when I was saying in the chat that every time we go someplace, she wants to get a hat. Like, as a souvenir, or because she's cold, or just because. She's, like, obsessed with hats. So I think I'm gonna work on cutting up some of this kale to mix in. And, well, I'll let you look at that for a little bit longer while I rinse this stuff off. So I got this red kale at the grocery store, and I don't know why it's called red kale, it's purple. I made greens bowls for dinner last night, where I basically just steamed the kale, and then I roasted some squash and put that on top, and I did tofu in the air fryer, and then some green onions. It was really, really good. Hello? Oh, I have an update for you guys. MVP says her hair is being difficult. I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but they're trying something else. Yeah, that's why she's running so late. Okay, I need a little bowl to put these in. Oh my god. So you guys probably, I don't know if she's ever talked to you about it before, but she used to dye her hair all the time. So when we first met, she had black hair, which is like her normal color, but she likes to dye it lots of different colors, or she used to. There was one time I saw her, the first time I saw her in like a social situation before I really knew who she was, before we were friends, she had pink hair. Just so you're aware. Whoops. Here he comes. It's right here, bud. Can you get it? Steamed kale. It's a regional dialect? What is that supposed to mean? Yeah, so I basically just put it, like I did double boiler steamer basket, and I just chopped it up. I put it in the steamer basket, and then I cooked it until it was wilty. That's what I mean by steamed kale. A goof on steamed hams. I'm not familiar with steamed hams. I never dyed my hair. There was one time my friends convinced me that I should have some purple hair with them. And we had, like, you know, that hair dye from Hot Topic. And I did, like, the underneath my hair thing. Here you go, baby. It's a kale stick. Take it. But I never full-on dyed my hair a different color. I was thinking about dyeing it in the future, like a blonde color, because my red is fading, and it's fading into a blonde color. So naturally, it's going that way. Teal also chroma keys out for me, and aqua. No, I don't think she's gonna do green. You're right. She's obsessed with that green screen. If she did anything green, then she wouldn't be able to use it. Who's Jenna Marbles? Let's check on the soup, you guys. It looks like the lentils still have some time to cook, so I'm going to try the broth and see what it tastes like. Spilling the tea on MVP. She's a real gem on YouTube. Like, gem in a good way or gem sarcastically? Like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's tasty. Yeah, I think all it needs is salt. Gem in a great way. Cool. Yep. So I'm just gonna add a little bit. If I can get it out of the thing. Hello. I was also thinking about adding some tomato paste and some balsamic. So I might do that too, just to sweeten it up. It definitely has some nice savory flavors to it. I think my balsamic is in here. Yep. I add the balsamic to my, whatever that stuff is called. Minestrone. She's a good human and also a vegan, has 3 dogs. I think she's up like top 10 most subbed on YouTube. Cool. Jenna Marbles. I'm never gonna remember that. But I was thinking about checking out YouTube to see if there's any cool shows on there. Because I kind of feel like, sometimes I kind of feel like coming home and like watching a talk show or news about something. But, like, different news, like nerdy news. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back on because those lentils still need some time to cook. See, if I sit on this bench, it's not gonna be tall enough. Let's see. I'll sit on my legs. That's not too bad. Okay. Ugh, it's just uncomfortable. I was trying to come up with some other things to stream. And I thought it would be fun to have like a sit down and talk, like stream about food. But I actually have to start working on like stuff to put in there. I'm gonna tell her everybody was asking. Don't stream Fortnite. I wasn't thinking about it. No. So the changes that I made to the opening screen were to kind of keep the shiplap stuff going. And I thought it would match the cabinets better with it being all white. And I found a little toucan gif with the fruit basket on its head. And I thought that was really cute. But yeah, I'm thinking about hanging out and doing like video game streams on Fridays whenever I have time. just so that we can chill. And it would be like, what's that? Cook Serve Delicious is one of my favorites. And just doing Litro Festival crafting stuff. And, like other really nerdy, like, relaxing games. But I haven't done that yet. I was going to do it on Friday. I was going to log into Wizard 101, which I haven't done in years, and checking out my, like, super huge Arabian Palace that I bought when I played it. But you guys were all playing it, so I didn't want to, like, miss you guys playing it, if that makes sense. So I just opted to wait. Yeah, Cook Serve Delicious is really fun. I was completely obsessed with the first one when it came out, and I just started playing the second one recently, and it's like a completely different game. It's really great. Prepare to suplex a few children. Yeah, I hear you've been having a lot of fun with that crowd. You have any pointers? I have a copy of Stardew Valley too, and I haven't really spent much time playing it, so I wanted to do that too. And then probably have snacks and tea and baked goods and stuff. Maybe another time during the week, but I just have to, like, devote the time to it. Literally, the kitchen stuff has been consuming all of my free time. And Bookworm, I think he means it that way, too. It used to drive me crazy when I played the game, actually, because people would just run around and say, I don't know if they still do this, but they would just say to themselves, I need a boy, I need a girl, blah, 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 like over and over and over again. And then constantly being asked to join friends and groups and things, and it's like, I'm 33. This is a really long time ago. I'm just playing to play a game. I don't even want you to be here. It's like the best feature that they could invent for that game is to turn off people who are not on your friends list. Yes, yes, yes. So, but it is a fun game. Yeah. So, how are you guys? I'm gonna miss MVP when she goes to TwitchCon, like, so hardcore. I might have to stream every day to distract myself. I'm really excited to watch the cooking panel that the Hunger Service and other people are doing. Yes, getting harassed by not so little kids. It is pretty dumb. You don't mind daily cooking streams? Great. That's awesome. It does, yeah. For real. I would like to cook all the time. Part of the method for designing the camera setup that I'm working on is to make it so that everything stays in the kitchen. I just fold it up and put it out of the way instead of dismantling everything. I'm gonna have hooks set up so that I can just put the cameras on the wall and stuff so they're out of the way. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Bookworm. That's very true. I got a pie plate. Did you guys want to see my pie plate? I'm very excited about it. There we go. Is it not dishwasher safe? It says it is. It just looks like the color faded a little bit. Note to self, don't put it in the dishwasher anymore. But look, it's cool. It's blue. It's fluted. I'm gonna make a really great pie with my new pie plate. I only had the aluminum ones before, and you can't make a really great crust with those little rinky-dinky aluminum pie plates. So, I'm super jazzed about that. Last year for Thanksgiving, my sister-in-law made a pecan pie that was like, it looked so fabulous. And of course I couldn't eat any of it, but I think that's gonna be my new thing, is I wanna make a pecan pie. And I wanna make it so it's firmer. Hers was very soft and goopy and stuff. There was an Ayurvedic restaurant that MVP and I went to when we were in New Mexico, and they had an amazing pecan pie. And I don't usually like pecan pie, but I bought it because when I looked at it, I was like, that actually looks really good. And it was. So that's my new life goal. My new life goal is to make pecan pie that will actually be good. Yeah, ducks, they totally are, because that way you can make pie crust at home. That's tasty. Alright, so this is about done. I'm just gonna add the kale, and we're just gonna wilt it. Yummy. So I think I gotta write down what I did for you guys. Let me put this stuff away. And I'll get my notebook out. I don't think I have a pen in here though. BRB. You guys, what was really funny about the doctor's appointment today, I had to use the bathroom like really bad while I was waiting for Rusty to get back from his EKG. And I thought to myself, I should just leave a note that says, had to pee, AFK, BRB. But I did not. Okay, so what do we want to call this soup? It was lentils, like bean and winter vegetable. Bean and winter vegetable soup. So we had a half a teaspoon of olive oil, 1 red onion. Yeah, well, I know it's should I had soup, but that's what I call every soup, basically. I can't write it down in here as should I had soup number 1. Like, okay, it's bubbling, so I'm just gonna turn the heat off. Oh, you guys are funny. 1 to 2 cloves of garlic. And then we had 2 carrots. Did 32 ounces of broth, 1 can of kidney beans, 1/3 cup lentils, 1 medium tomato, 1 orange pepper, and then we did salt and pepper, half a teaspoon of thyme, and then 3/4 teaspoons of the Bragg seasoning. Oh no. I'm just gonna have to look up what that's called later. And then we did a half a teaspoon more salt and a tablespoon of balsamic and about 1.5 cups kale. Is that everything? Let me take a look in here. I think that's everything. I think I have some croutons too. I'm gonna go grab those and I'm gonna put them on my soup and then I'm gonna eat it. I've had a lot of bread today, so I don't want to make any bread or anything. Oh, I always forget to take bay leaves out. Oh yeah, 2 bay leaves. See, I did forget something. I don't see the other one right now, so I'm just gonna move on. Look at that, you guys. That looks pretty good. What do you think? These croutons are really delicious. I don't remember what kind they are, but we bought them for my niece's birthday. They're very crunchy and flavorful. It's very good, you guys. So I'm gonna post the recipe in Discord, and then I'm gonna put it on my blog later, and then you guys can make it yourself. So if you're ever thinking about trying to make soup at home, I would say the best thing that you could do is make sure you have a really high quality vegetable broth to start with. And then you just have to add spices. Technically, you can make soup with just water if you add stuff like tomato sauce, miso, that's a good one, different types of juices. Bouillon is a good option too. So if you don't want to... So broth takes up a lot of space, right? And it can be expensive. If you buy bouillon cubes, you mix them with water. You can have them on hand all the time. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space, and it's really easy to whip up real quick. I have the no chicken. I was using it for my ramen. See, just like this. No chicken cubes. Very, very good. So, before I stop, I should ask you guys, what do you usually have with soup? So, do you usually have soup by itself, or do you like to have it with a sandwich, or just a big piece of bread? Croutons on top, cheese, what do you think? This can of kidney beans I had was actually dented. I got it for free. You put some nooch on it. Bookworm says usually ends up with cheese and crackers, maybe some raw veggies on the side. So I have a really high metabolism. I always, when I make soup, I try to make it so that it's filling enough that I won't need something to eat later. That's why I always usually put beans or pasta or a grain in it. Zeus says, soup and half sandwich for lunch, full sandwich for dinner. That is a great idea. You can't go wrong with a grilled cheese sandwich when you're having a cup of soup. Well, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me while I made dinner. Unfortunately, I don't have any more updates on MVP and her date at the hairdresser's. But I think she's planning on streaming tonight, so you should be able to see the results later on. Let me take a look and see who else is streaming. Maybe we can raid somebody. Does anybody know when Gussie Moose started streaming? Because it says she's still live. She's still going. Well, I think we should go say hi. She's ending soon. It's been a while. Well, she's still going right now, so how about we go over there and say hello. Is it just Gussie Moose or is there numbers in there? I can't remember. Gussie Moose 1. Okay. Alright, I'm ready. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping you guys had fun. Like I said, I'm gonna put the recipe for this on the Discord server. And if you hang around later on tonight, you'll see it on Twitter. And I will also put it on my blog. I'll put the apple crisp recipe on the blog too, in case Discord isn't really your thing. And then we'll kind of be all caught up. I'm really trying to work on the website in my spare time and to hook up the chat bot with the website and get everything kind of moving in the right direction. But like I said, this kitchen redo is totally consuming all of my time, and I'm really glad that it's mostly taken care of until the floor and the counter thing. So I'm not going to be doing any more extensive renovations for hopefully a few months. But thank you guys again. We're gonna raid Gussie Moose, so be sure to say that you came from this channel. And if you're a sub, use your little O nuts. But yeah, just say hi and hang out until she's done. And I will see you next week at 4 o'clock on one of those days. Probably Monday, because I usually have Mondays off, but I don't know. So yeah. Oh, hi, Jinx. Thank you for the resub. Did you just get here? We're actually leaving. We just made this delicious soup, and we're gonna go raid Gussie Moose. And if you wanna try this out, I'll have the recipe online soon. Just got home. Well, I'm sorry you missed it. Thank you for coming, and thank you for resubbing. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next week. I'll see you around the Twitch universe. And yeah, bye! Bye, 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 bye.